Hi everybody, it's Dee Slater with Create with Dee. Welcome to my channel or my Facebook page, wherever that you're watching. I'm streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube. I hope that everyone's having a great Wednesday. At the time of this video, it's Valentine's Day. So I wish all of you much love, and I hope that you have a good day with your sweetie, or that you reach out to loved ones and they reach out to you just to say, I love you. I think that's always a day that's a good excuse to give us an excuse to do that is a good day. And I'm going to kind of show my big sparkly love shirt that I'll be sporting around the area here today. Well, today we are going to be making mini slimline cards, and I'm going to feature the Celebration designer paper Sunny Days, and I'll talk more about that here in a little bit. But as you come on, if you want to say hello, let me know where you're watching. It's always appreciative, whether you're watching live or you are watching the replay, either one. And if you haven't already, I invite you to like my or to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook. Okay, I'll turn the camera around and we'll get going talking about mini slimline cards. So our mini slimline cards are just that. They're long and narrow instead of our traditional 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Hi, Mart. Happy Valentine's Day to you. And what's nice about the minis are that they can fit into a number 6 envelope, business envelope. So I've got links there down below if you want to get them from Amazon. You can use my Amazon link. But this is the size. It's a number 6 envelope is how you can search for them. You can find them in the office supply area and many of the places too. So we are going to be making these 3 slimlines, and I'll talk about each one and the patterns here as we go. The last one that we're going to do will be an easel, so I'll show you how you can make an easel slimline as well. So the product that I'm showing is Celebration designer paper. We've got just about 2 more weeks, just a little over 2 weeks for 2024 Celebration. And so I thought I just would show and talk a little bit about Sunny Day. So this is the Sunny Day Designer Series paper. And what I found out that I really liked about it is that it kind of gave a nod to both current and past stamp sets that we have and things. While it does show the different bundles in the catalog that the paper coordinates with, you know, we've got the cloud punch, so your cloud punches go with that. And then on, you know, so the back side, there's the raindrops. We had that Sunny Days paper last year that did, or the, oh, what did I say? There was a stamp set that had the rabbits and stuff in it. This one's Poppy. So if you have the retired Poppy, let's say the Poppy bundle, you have that. Here's this one. This is going to be, I'm using this as kind of a St. Patrick's Day, but we have the rainbow dies. So that's something you could get out. Of course, the strawberry stamp set that we had. There's lots of flower motifs that this goes with. There's a sunshine. And then currently there's the sweetest cherry builder punch and such. So as always, one side's a pattern and the other side's neutral so that you can mix and match. But I kind of thought I would just kind of share how there's a lot of designs in here that probably go back to some current and past stamp sets that we have. Okay. All right, let's get started with our first slimline card. Going to go ahead and we'll do our Friends slimline. And on all of these, here are the mattings that you'll find throughout. So a slimline starts with a 6 1/4 by 6 1/2 piece of cardstock. I'm using basic white thick cardstock on all of them. And along the long side, the 6 1/2 inch side, score halfway or fold halfway along the 6 1/2 inch side at 3 1/4. and that'll give us our Slimline card base. And then the matting that I'm using throughout is the cardstock, accent cardstock is going to be a 3x6, and then the designer paper or the cardstock, whichever way that I might go, is going to be 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get going on that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, and then also I'm going to be using throughout the year as the primary stamp set on this. I think I used this earlier with the holidays, but I really like this stamp set if you're looking for just that, like something to mix and match with some of your current stamp sets, or you're just getting started with stamping and you want an all-purpose one. This is a great stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and be using this one all throughout our class here today. All right, so as mentioned, starting with a piece of 6.5 by 6 1/4, got it scored, and we'll fold that in half. And I'll get out my matting layers here. And I'm also going to be embracing punches. It kind of takes me back to my roots. I just absolutely love punches and how fast and easy it is. It's what kind of got me started into stamping. And so I'm embracing some punches today too. All right, so here's our Sunny Days designer paper. I'm going to use that cherry side. And again, that is cut at 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, matted on a piece of shaded spruce of 3x6. And I can go ahead and just put this right down onto our mini slimline base. Hi, Doreen. Happy Valentine's Day to you. So many slimlines do, you cannot get 2 of them out of one piece of 8.5 by 11. But you'll have plenty of leftovers to do die cutting, or even if you want to do some additional matting in there. All right, and let's do some stamping here. And I'm using primarily all throughout class here today shaded spruce and Poppy Parade. So I'm going to start with the shaded spruce, and I've got a stylish shaped banner already die cut for us. And let's see here. So the friend, since it's the cherry, this is from the Sweetest Cherry. I'm just having the friend one from that. The cherry was, that Sweetest Cherry stamp set was launched last year. And, it's still available in the catalog. It's probably one of my favorite stamp sets. I just really like that. So get friend. So this is how I was talking about with the other stamp set, or any stamp sets. You can mix and match outside of the sentiments that come with the stamp if you want. All right. And then while I've got the stamps out, I'm going to be taking my inside layering piece, and again, this is 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to be using Poppy Parade. So my card's going to read, "Friend, you mean so much to me." Hi, Kathy. And so I'm going to ink that up. Let's see, "you mean so much to me." You guys know I don't put my labels on. The sticker labels. I'm going to put that off to the side. Okay. Try not to get things on me. And I'm going to get the Cherry Builder Punch with my Poppy Parade cardstock. All of these are just scrap pieces. And why don't I go ahead and get this cut down just a little bit. I know I'm not going to need all of that, and my pieces will go flying on it. Okay. If you wanted to, you could use your stamp set with your Cherry Builder Punch and, stamp with Poppy Parade. And and do that. I'm just kind of sticking with the solid colors on this. All right, and then I'm going to get my scrap shaded spruce, and I need 2 leaf images. I'm just going to go ahead and take a bite out of the side here. And then for the stem, I'm using black. These are the colors that are in the paper. And we'll get all of those punched. Now I'll get all of these cleaned up here and hopefully can find the ones that I need. So just a reminder, if you haven't, done or if you haven't played with your cherry builder punch here for a little bit, this is a reminder how this goes. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and build my cherries. I put one on the inside and one on the outside. I'm just going to use my liquid glue and put a little dot on here. I'm going to have one stem going to the right, one stem kind of going off to the left on that. Mini Slimlines are really easy cards too, and I purposely made this class, kind of a cute and simple approach to it. Not everything has to be super complicated. I don't think so anyways. And these are some basic layering. And if you've got punches instead of dies, again, this could be almost like an introductory option for getting into stamping. So on the outside with the dimensionals, I've got the friends on here, and I want to go ahead and get one of my cherries. And let's see here. You can do either the front or the back. I think the cherries are supposed to have the stems in the front to show the depth of it. I'm going to kind of tuck this behind it just a little bit, the banner. And then just to make it easy on myself, I don't want to glue this on. I'm just going to kind of put the dimensional on the back of the leaf. Oops, got a little far. And then find a spot and put that. So that's the front of our card so far. And then the reason why I stamped that first, just in case I needed to flip it over and stamp again. Now I'm going to decorate the inside of the card. I think that this is such an easy step up on a card. So while this card is very straightforward, look how much the inside matting really just pops it. So if it's an easy way to, like if I just would have stamped here, still would have been super cute. But by adding one more layer, again, it just kind of steps up the inside of it, which without a whole lot more work. And then too, it allows you, if you do the inside matting like this, if you do any stamping on a layering piece and you boo-boo, it's no big deal because you can either turn it upside down or you can, grab another piece and try it again. So on the inside cherry, I'm just going to put it down here on the inside corner, grab my other cherry leaf, and we'll put that, go this way. Still plenty of room to write your sentiment on it. And let's see here, now we'll add some bling. Again, I'm just kind of embracing all of the items that we may have gotten either throughout the current Stampin' Up! Catalog or in years past, and then even adding some of the new stuff. So this is the ribbon. It's the Poppy Parade ribbon that's in the current mini catalog. It's part of that Be Mine suite. You don't have to have the suite to get it, but I know several of you, many of you got my B class. And so you might have some of this ribbon left over from your projects. And then you'll see how well loved I have this. This is the adhesive back trio sequence one. I love these adhesive backed sequins. I don't know if you guys are liking them or not, but I love it. It's got shaded spruce, so you've got your green tones, your pink tones, and your clear in that. So I'm gonna pick up a couple of the shaded spruce ones, and let's see. I know I could put them here on our sentiment, but I kind of am trying to get outside my normal comfort zone and actually put the sequence on the designer paper, or not on it. It's still my go-to to put it on there, but I'm just trying to think outside the box a little bit. And there's our first Slimline. And then again, we've got these number 6 envelopes that you can find in the office supply area or on Amazon, wherever you want to go. And they just slide right into it. And it just takes a standard stamp. So it doesn't cost any more for the business envelopes than it does our other greeting cards. All right, so there's our first card that we have. Next, I wanted to kind of give a nod to both St. Patrick's Day, and we've got lots of graduations, right around the corner here. It seems like once February goes, if you've got anybody graduating, like the senior stuff starts coming right away. And so I've got a little best of luck, and I will be doing a layering piece on this one on the inside. And so we are going to, let me get some of this out of the road. This is where I get myself in trouble when I say, let me get this out of the road, and then I put it on top of something else, and then I can't find it later. Okay, let's see here. Need another card piece. There we go. All right, so again, we're starting with our 6.5 by 6 1/4 card base. And our Sunny Day designer paper. This time I've got it matted on basic black. And we'll take our liquid glue. And if you wanted to, you could so do the rainbow side of that too. I'm just kind of about this side. I know it's not clover, but it kind of gets me there pretty quick. And I don't know if you guys remember, but we had the clover punch and stamp set that like sold out in 2 seconds last year. And so if you had a chance of getting the clover bundle, that would be a cute accent on that. But I'm going to show you how you can take some hearts and make your own clover out of it. All right, and before I put this down, I'm going to use my gingham black and white ribbon, and I'm going to tie a bow. And this time I'm going to tie a bow on the opposite side. I just gave myself plenty of ribbon to make my bow this time. And I'll go ahead and do this real quick. And I'm actually going to put the sentiment, I'm going to wait to glue this down until I see exactly where I want to put the sentiment. Let's see. I think I can do it though. Let's see. I get my bow down to a manageable size. That looks cute, and we'll get that trimmed off. So one of hubby's favorite food groups is seafood, and he loves shrimp cocktails. So I've got a shrimp cocktail kind of platter from the grocery store thawing out in the refrigerator, and that's going to be our whopping Valentine's celebration today. We don't do much through the week. We just don't. We're just not. When he gets done with work, he's pretty exhausted for the day. I should have made sure that was flat, but I think that'll be just fine. And so we'll celebrate sometime this weekend, go out for dinner, but we'll kind of avoid the crowds and stuff by doing that. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to do our fancying this up. I'm going to keep this one blank just to keep it, open for me for now. Good luck might mean, graduation. It might mean something else that somebody's venturing into. I don't really have a purpose for that. So I'm just going to do this blank. Okay, get this in here. Again, that's my step up look by adding that layer. All right, so next what I want to do is grab my scrap basic white, and didn't grab the scrap basic white, there it is. And again, from throughout the years, I'm going to take the Best of Luck. Get this down here, get my shaded spruce again. Hi. Oh, yes. Oh, thanks. I'm glad everyone's liking the slim lines. Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a 2-inch circle punch and punch this out. So Best of Luck, the shaded spruce. And get my 2-inch circle punch. And when I go to punch, I want to have it off to the left-hand side because I'm going to make a little shamrock and put it off to the right side. So I'm purposely have it off center. And we got that with the 2-inch. I'm not going to have this go anywhere too quickly. And I'm going to custom make a little shamrock. I'm going to make it out of miniature hearts, and the stem, you can just take a circle punch. It doesn't have to be the 2-inch. I'm just grabbing this one because I have it. And I'm going to take a little bite out of it first. And where this is curved, and you can do this with making a stem anytime. And then I'm going to just see how thick I want my stem for my shamrock and punch again. And then that makes a little stem. Have you guys ever done that before? Next, I'm going to take my scrap of my shaded spruce. And this is the Bee Builder Punch. Again, like so many of us got the Bee Builders for the Be Mine suite. I love this, that it has the 2 hearts that are part of the bee. And I'm going to punch 3 of the little hearts. 1, and let me just cut this a little bit so I'm not wasting so much. So little punch art shamrock here. 2, and you can do this with any size. If you ever need a shamrock, just if you have your heart punches, just get 3 pieces or 3 hearts and you can custom make a shamrock. So that's what we're doing with our Bee Builder Punch. And let's see here. I think I'll just go ahead and build it right on our sentiment here. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll cut this down just a little bit. And we'll do this. So kind of stage where I want to put that. I think that looks good. Get my liquid glue. So it's a mini slimline class. It's a, here's how we can use our punches, maybe in different ways, some tips and tricks along the way. Put that there. And then you can use a mini glue dot. I just am going to kind of build it with a little bit of my liquid glue to start with. And let's see here. And I'm going to, because these are small hearts, I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool and use the putty side and use that to help me pick it up. Okay, so my stem is maybe a little thicker than what I wanted, but I'm going to go with it. Okay, so I start with the top one. And then shamrocks, they actually come down a little further than that. So I'm going to put one little glue dot here, or not glue dot, but a little bit of liquid glue on either side of it. And pick it up. And again, you can really kind of drop that shamrock leaf down. And I'll scooch that over a little bit with the, and then pick up the other one and go like that. And we've just made a cute little heart shamrock. All right, so now we're ready to add this to our front of our card base. And once again, I'll get out my dimensionals. And we'll get that. Those of you that follow me every week, you know that like if anybody's going to call me, they're going to call me while I'm doing my live. And I was looking at my phone settings under settings for the do not disturb, because I knew it was on there somewhere, because people are like, well, just hit it, do not disturb. Well, I had to go on a YouTube and find where to do it. It's a weird stripe, like a swipe down. Never, ever would have found it. Ever. But I've got us on do not disturb now. So from now on, unless I forget to hit the do not disturb, I shouldn't be getting the phone interruptions. And that's when the screen goes blank for a moment. Okay. So cute. Good. Best of luck. I think this is a cute graduation card. Or just any time card on that. So it doesn't say St. Patrick's Day on it, but it kind of has that feel to it. So I'm going to get out my sequence again, the trio sequence, and going to, this time I will go ahead and put it here. And I'm going to put one of the clear ones in the center of my shamrock. And let's put one up here. And you can sprinkle those all around. And quite honestly, let's not forget about, if you want to kind of leave it blank for now, but you want to bling it up while you've got your bling, the insides are always fun to kind of bling too. So 2 different looks, whether to put the ribbon over there. I kind of like it really close next to the circle. But there's our second look of the Sunny Days paper, using some of our coordinating stamp sets and stuff and featuring the throughout the years. Okay. Oh, thanks. Yay, that's right. All right, so I'm taking our mini Slimline that we've been doing, and on this one, I've turned it into a cute little Easter easel card on it. So let's go ahead and we'll make this Easter easel card. And let me get the goodies out for that. And let's see here. I'm short one card base. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Still had it over by my scoring board. Okay, so again, we've got all of them are the same. 6.5 by 4.5, scored at the halfway mark. So what I'm doing is, so here's the middle of it. If you wanted to, you could find the 1, and I think it's 5/8, and you could score that. But an easier way is, after you have the middle scored, just bring one of the sides in and bring it towards the score line. And then just give it a nice burnish. I'm right-handed, so I did it that way, but then that's our easel. So, this is how, and you can make a Z fold out of that by going that way, but we're going to make an easel and turn it in that way. And that's about as easy as what that gets on it, is just to fold it in half once you get the score line. Then you don't have to mess with the 8s and all of that. All right, so this is probably my favorite pattern out of that. You know that I love flowers and florals. I just love this color combination on it. Linda goes, funny to see a St. Patrick's Day card on Valentine's Day. I know, right? And I've got an Easter card now. So this is, again, the Sunny Days Celebration free paper with a $50 order, cut at 5 3/4 by 2 3/4, matted on basic black at 3 by 6. And on this, there is some matting, meaning that, it's not coast to coast on it. So I'm going to make sure I'm on here's the front side of it. It does have an orientation. And I'm going to put my liquid glue on the bottom and kind of guesstimate about 1 inch. Okay, then I'm going to need to fold this completely down because when it's closed, I want it to be have the matting around, or the layers to be even. And I just have glue right on the bottom. And so then that's the first part of my easel. While I've got this in this shape here, it's just the more that you play and you break down that the score lines on the easel, the better it's going to work. So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth here a little bit and just really get that loosened up so it wants to stay. So if you ever have trouble with your easel cards not easeling, there, I just made up a new word, the way that you want it, just keep doing it until it works well for you. Okay, so on this one here, again, we're going to fancy up our inside. And instead of white, I'm going to go ahead and use Pool Party as my layering piece. I'm not doing any stamping on that, but I can go ahead and get that on the inside. And we'll do this. I have all of these easel cards going horizontally, but of course you can go in either direction that you would like, just depending on what it is and what images that you want to have on it. So here, I'm going to get some of my little images here. Here's the Happy Easter from the Throughout the Years stamp set that I'm kind of featuring. Of course, the bunny image is from the Easter Bunny. This one has the punch that matches it. I went ahead and used my E-trimmer to do that, or you could fussy cut around it. And I know here's Happy Easter, but this one is a little bolder, and I kind of liked that on here. And so using Poppy Parade, we'll do our sentiment. So I'm trying to see if I can do this straight. And I'm kind of at an angle. Not too bad. I think I'm done with the Poppy Parade. And let's see here. And let's go ahead and we'll do some coloring of our Easter Bunny. I'm pulling out the colors in the paper. One of them is Petal Pink. So I have the dark Petal Pink blend. And I'll just go ahead and color very quickly here. I'm using the wide tip. I can really go pretty fast on that. And I'm going to leave kind of the belly or the underside and the ears white or not colored. And we'll just go ahead and get this. When you use your blends, the tip I would say is don't press hard. You don't want to ruin the felt applicator on it for the ink, and it really just needs a really light touch to it. Pressing harder doesn't get it darker. Going over the image or where you've already laid down the ink for the blends is what makes it darker. So just kind of doing that real quick there. And then I thought it would be kind of fun to pull the Pool Party in and give our bunny a little blue eyes. So just to kind of nod that back in. So if you've got the Pool Party. And then I've got the light Poppy Parade. Just going to do a little cheek highlight to our bunny. And if you've got some Wink of Stella, I'm going to sparkle up our bunny and do that. I'm going to do the bunny or put the bunny on the card after I have everything else on here. All right, so let's see, what else do I need? Oh, I need, we've got our Petal Park Builder Punch. I'm going to use a couple of the flower images and just regular punched. Let's see, which ones do I have? I've got, well, see if I can punch all of them out. I think I have the two smaller ones. Let me see. Yep. So I'm going to do the two smaller flowers. You could do all three of them if you wanted. I'm just going to use two of the three. And What I didn't do on my sample, but what I like to do is go ahead and crinkle up our flowers. If you don't like this look, I'll show you the other ones on it. But I really kind of like the breaking down the fiber on the flowers. Kind of, to me, it just gives it a little more texture. So on easel cards, we do want bulk on the inside of it. That's what's going to act as the stopper for the easel. And so let's see here, get some dimensionals on everything. So let's see here. So I want the dimensionals to be on the top because the card base is going to be here, like the top of it's going to fold down. So I'm going to put my dimensionals. I want to make sure I get that top border, you know, represented, I guess I should say. I'll just put a couple on here. 5 might be overkill. Do you really need to do that? No, but you know, it doesn't hurt. You probably could get away with just 3 down the center if you wanted to. Okay, so for easels, it's about where you want it to, like how high up that you want it to go. Because I have my little bunny, I want it fairly high, I think. So I just kind of always stage where I want the easel to be stopped. So if you want it way up high, you know, you need to put it here. If you want it way low, you go down here. So I'm going to go maybe just a little bit above center. And if I have it straight, looks pretty straight. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and use dimensionals on my Petal Park flowers. And I'm not going to press real hard just yet. I want to play around with the positioning of it. I better use a mini. You can use a mini dimensional or maybe cut your standard dimensionals in half, however you'd like to do it. I'll use a mini so I don't have anything that shows. All right. So now that I have this, let's see. I want a little bit of that pool party to show and maybe overlap just a little bit. I want my sentiment to be the stopper, not the flowers. My flowers on my sample kind of got in the road. All right, now that I know where this is at, I can see where I want to stage my little bunny. And so I think it looks on about right there. Okay. So I'm going to put the bunny image on the card front. So I'm going to close it up here in just a little bit. And I want the bunny to be clear down at the bottom. So let's see, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to kind of go like this. He's so cute. All right, so that's that's how that looks. So cute for Easter. Kind of a non-traditional one. If you wanted to color the eggs that come in that stamp set and sprinkle some of those around, you can. But I'm going back to the Be Mine suite, and this is part of that, the accessories that's in it. This is Hearts and Flowers. And again, those of you that got the class, I'm just giving you alternate ideas on how to use it, or those that may have gotten it and you have it in your stash, you know, some other ideas again. So when I was looking at this paper, it dawned on me that these little daisies on the Hearts and Flowers kind of reminiscent of what you see in here. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to grab these daisy flowers, and I'm going to make them the center of these flowers. And I don't know what you guys think, but I think that coordinates so cute with that. Look how cute that is. It just looks like it was made to use it with your, you know, with this designer paper. And then I'm going to add a little love hearts, and that these colors match perfectly with that paper too. So kind of take a look at your accessories and, you know, from other suites or other products that you had, and they might match up with it. And let's see. So I'm going to use some hearts on it and use this one over here. So all of these colors are part of this designer paper again. And then I was really feeling like blinging this up. So I even took more of these little sticker flowers because they just, again, nodded back to those, to what was in the paper, and just added a little more down here. You know, it's like I'm really trying not to hoard, I should say, or hang on to my embellishments. Why not use them and make them super cute on your cards? And that's it. That's our class. All right, I'll turn the camera around again on it. So I hope you enjoyed our mini Slimline class here. Let me bring in the cards that we made here today. So just a way of mixing up our traditional look on it. You can grab any office supply store on your next Amazon order, get number 6 business cards to put, or business envelopes, and they'll fit right in there. And how you can take like another stamp set like throughout the years and mix and match with what you have. And again, a couple of weeks left of celebration to get this paper if you like it. I'll go back through and read comments and everything and respond to you. And if you haven't already, I invite you again to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook. If there's anything in this video that you liked at all, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a heart, and leave a comment. It just helps with my YouTube channel and my Facebook page on that. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Know that you're in my heart this Valentine's Day on it. I do love and appreciate everybody that follows me, takes my class, or watches my videos. Really appreciate you. All right, everybody, have a great day and happy crafting. Bye-bye.